Hi everybody, and this is Jackie from Jacqueline Ann Designs, and I wanted to do a quick bonus video. I'm making up some flowers that I want to include in my upcoming journal. This is not anything that I listed on our supply list, but I thought I would show you. Now mine are from a combination of these types of punches shaped like flowers, and also die cuts. If you have a Cricut or a Brother Scan and Cut, you can do them on there. So there's various different ways to get these shapes. And mine are actually from a combination. First of all, I want to show you what I'm going to be using, and get this all going. And of course, I love my little, for this kind of thing, I love my little detail glue. So let's see. Yeah. All right. So first I'm going to make, and I don't know if these flowers are any particular type of flower or not. This one, I'm going to make some poinsettias too, but let's go ahead and put some together. This is from a Christmas scrapbooking pad, and I've got this kind of green polka dot, and let's see, I think I'm going to do the glue because I do want it to stick together really well. So I'm just going to put some glue here and then set it down. And I like to alternate the petals when I do things like this. But funny thing about these flowers is they never come out where all the petals are alternating. So I don't know what to tell you about that. These flowers are going to actually be, and then on top of that, I'm going to put this music paper. And I'm just putting graduating smaller and smaller flowers and just kind of arranging them as I go. And then on top of that, I've got just a little, it's kind of another little red flower. Just one little dot in the center. All right, so I'm gonna put that in the center. And there's a bunch of ways to make flowers. There's some where you can actually just tear it. Now, I have this love for, these are from Ranger, but there's all sorts of different brands. These are liquid pearls. The issue with the liquid pearls is I don't have every color known to God and man. So they make another product called Stickles, which is glitter. And I want to put a bright green in here. And so in the Stickles, for Christmas, I do have a glitter bright green. So I'm going to put that in as my center of the flower. Now, when you use the Stickles or the liquid pearls, you have got to give those suckers lots of room to dry. Okay? So we're going to make 4 of this type of flower. And once again, let's see, we're going to, and you can do these all sorts of different color combinations, whatever you would like. And so let's see. Let's see, you don't end up, if you catch it right, it looks like you can get one. And then we're gonna put in our, the next one is the vintage music paper. And I say vintage, really it's reproduction. I have some antique music paper, but I have a hard time. I've been hoarding it, I admit. I have a hard time making myself want to use it. And then our little red centers. I like to keep a lot of these little flowers. And I do the same thing with butterflies. I cut butterflies out. And you guys remember that I posted lots of free public domain butterflies that you guys can download. But I also like to punch some butterflies out and put those in layers, and die cut butterflies. I just love all kinds of flowers and butterflies to have ready for my journals. So, and this just happens to be what I'm doing for this one. And then I just put these over here somewhere because they've got to dry. Okay, and then we're gonna do another one of these. We're gonna do 2 more of these, I think, and then I'm gonna move on to a different type of flower. And you know, I don't worry about it. Like, you can see that I did not get this paper into my die cut machine perfectly. So I don't worry about that too much unless it's something really off. But kind of depends on, you know, what I'm going to do with it. Okay. And I always find that I end up having to adjust the petals a little bit. That's why I like a glue that dries really, really fast, like the art glitter glue, but it also has enough time that there can be a little bit forgiveness for my own, there we go. And then we're gonna put the green center in. Okay, and you don't have to do it with one dot. You could leave the smallest little petal flower out, and then just do several, you know, dots in the center of one of those, and then you've got, okay, one more of that type, and then we'll move on. Alrighty. Tomorrow at some point I'll be making the video, tomorrow being Monday, I'll be making the video to show y'all how I recommend, for this beginning one, that you do the cover for this particular project. Now, by all means, if you already know how to do covers and you don't really need to do such a beginner style cover like we're doing tomorrow, but then you can do that. I do want to tell you that although the covers that we're going to do tomorrow are beginning covers, it's a style of making a cover that you will use time and time and time again. Okay, so see that? And so they're just this type of flower. Now, we're gonna make some poinsettias. So let's figure out how we want to arrange these first of all. It's gonna be comprised of a green leaf and then a pine needle. And I'm thinking of something just kind of like that. Let's see, you know, something kind of like that. Anyway, maybe I've got the die cut upside down, but which makes a difference because the leaves are shaped, you know, differently. So something kind of like that, okay? So what I'm going to do is attach them from the back. And I'm gonna kind of do it like this. Let me move this out here. I do apologize, I can't see what all I've got in my field of view, so I apologize. Now, we need for the let's see how that looks. And we'll could be better, could have been better, but it could have been worse. Let me see here. If we've got any, let's try that. And we may find that we want to rearrange it. Now, poinsettias in general, if I remember right, have a yellow center. So we're going to use our liquid pearls. Yeah, this one is called Sunflower. And what they have are dots. I love painting with these liquid pearls. Now this is from a die cut, and this particular die cut did come with the dots, but I wanted to use my pearls and stuff, so that's how I'm choosing to do it. So there's the first poinsettia. Let's do another one. And like I say, you just kind of, when you're looking at a die cut, die cuts cut different than, say, a scan and cut, a Cricut, or your scissors. And that you end up with they're kind of neat because you end up with a sloping side. So there's a back and a front to it. Where if you're just cutting, unless there's a back and a front to your paper, it doesn't make any difference, okay? So you need to make sure that everything is going the proper direction. And you're kind of gluing, like this one here, it's going to be the right side of this pine needle to the wrong side of the flower. Okay. And let's kind of try this time, seeing how we like that arrangement going up. And let's do the same thing. Let's see where we want to put the leaf. All right, so let's turn it over and let's see how that looks. I kind of like that one too. Once again, I'm going to use the sunflower. You don't have to have the liquid pearls. You can do this with little tiny dots that you punch out. There's little paper punches this small. You can draw them in with a yellow pen. There's a lot of different ways. Now these liquid pearls and all of this, you got to leave them for at least a day, okay? And let them dry. I mean, you don't touch them. They they totally get ruined. All right, so we find our bottom. And this one that didn't end up with as clear of a bottom, and then the edge of it here didn't cut that smooth. There we go. But this looks to be the bottom. Now, so we're going to glue, oh, is this more than one pine needle? Yes, it is. Now that's a thing about die cut that I have trouble with, is sometimes you'll have more than one layer because okay, it's just one, all right. Because it kind of will sometimes compress them together. All right. Let's get ourselves a leaf. Remember, we're doing it, here's our, oh, see, same thing. You think, how many of those have I got? Need to refill my little glue bottle here. All right, so that's together. Now, these are by Ranger. But there are a lot of different brands of things that are similar. Different paper artists and paint artists all have their own brand names of these things. All right, one more, and then I'm going to show you, we're just going to kind of quickly look at the final product of these 2 leaves. And then I want to show you how I made the master board. We made the master board yesterday. I did end up making a total of, I think, 5 master boards. Then I cut them, and I'm gonna, using my Stecco cutter. You can use any paper cutter, you can use scissors. But anyway, now this glue dries clear. You don't need to worry about that, okay? Now we're done with the glue, so let's put the lid on it. All right. There's some little gnats flying around in here tonight. All right, so we have made the poinsettias, and then I made some other flowers like this as well. So 2 types of flowers tonight. I've also gotten some little tiny flowers made to use in other places. You can do the same type of thing with butterflies as I mentioned. And I just have a little plastic box that I keep butterflies. I make stamps, all sorts of things that I make for this, that I like to make ahead. But since this is Christmas and everything is in Christmas colors, I needed to kind of do their own version. Okay, so I've got some poinsettias, and I've got these. So that's all I've got for you tonight. This is just a quick bonus video. And thank you guys for joining me here. And thank you for putting up as I learned to use this camera. And let's see if I can get this uploaded to our group right side up today. Love you guys, and I'll see you on our next video. Bye-bye.